Today's top news from the Daily Mail. Shocking footage lays bare the U.S. migrant crisis after the end of Title 42 as El Paso Processing Center is bursting at the seams with 6 times its max capacity. I don't see anyone running to any of these facilities to record them. If this was under Trump, people would be losing their damn mind, but it isn't. So everyone's ignoring this, including this administration saying there's not a crisis at the border. We're sending soldiers down there to help process these people, which essentially is catch and release. They're going to process them. They're going to give them court dates 1, 2, 3 years out in advance and let them go inside of the country and hope that they're going to show up. With the sense of comfort that Mayorkas is giving us that if they don't show up, we're going to go get them. I'm like, we were already having a problem going to get the ones that we already had. And now that's going to be the sense of comfort that we're supposed to take. Yes, I know a lot of Americans are saying this is a great thing, immigration, that's what this country was built on. Even if we go back to Ellis Island, which Ellis Island originally also held people that were sick. So if you came into this country and you were sick, you were quarantined. And none of these people were being quarantined. They're literally being processed, given a court date, and being let go. They're not being tested or anything of that nature. That's a problem. How are we, we've gotten rid of so many diseases in this country because of vaccination or vaccines, but we're just letting them in now. I'm like, we're going to see an uptick in disease in itself by letting all these people in. Assuming these people actually want to join American society or lifestyle or whatever, you're going to get it is an increase in supply or demand. I mean, not supply. It's going to affect supply, but it's an increase in demand. This is going to heavily impact every city in America where these people decide to go. Wherever this administration is shipping them, it's going to impact, because assuming they even showed up for jobs and worked, there's not enough supply to feed these people. They're going to buy up food. They're going to buy up groceries, everything, supply and demand. And people don't freaking think about that. So what do you think this is going to look like in the long term? I'm like, just an easily adapted into society. If you have to wait for your court date in order to even start citizenship progress, or to get asylum, and your date is 3 years out, and you're in a state that requires E-Verify, I'm like, what do? Go work under the table for someone that's not going to pay you even minimum wage because they're illegally hiring you? This is going to turn out terribly for this country. Terribly. The only positive, and it's a slight positive, is that in the long run, and I'm talking about 50 to 100 years, maybe, when these people's kids, because statistically, these people that come in illegally don't vote, but their kids do. These people follow a traditional value. So progressives should be scared shitless, because yes, this probably will help them out in the short term, which I think is why they're doing it. Democrats want the vote. And it does help them in the short term, but in the long run, most of these people follow traditional views, traditional beliefs. You can probably go up and ask these people about what they think about a man becoming a woman. You can go ask them what they think about women in the workplace, things of that nature. Most of these people are going to have a traditional view, which they also have some toxic views too, where men are above women, and that should be scaring people, but clearly it's not, because I don't know why. But then if you also have these people coming into this country, if this is referencing people from Mexico thinking that land was stolen from Mexico, that's going to be a problem in itself. These people are going to think they deserve to be here instead of coming in wanting to add to the American life, the melting pot it's so called. But nothing is stopping it. And just take a look at this, and this should scare you. That's literally a crisis. Like, that's thousands of people just coming in and nothing is stopping it. We're literally doing a catch and release.